Speaking of revenge factors, I'm trying to bounce back. I think I had another bad week. I didn't tally the results yet, but it's time for the Sunbelt Weekly Pick'em. Are you ready, Bennett?
I'm always ready. I feel like I still have the lead. I don't know how true that is, but I believe it to be true.
I'm pretty sure I had a bad week. I have to count the numbers. It's in one of my notebooks around here, but we'll go with this week. You like the music?
Yeah.
All right. We'll go this week. ULM opens things up with a fantastic game against one of their biggest rivals, Ole Miss.
The Fighting Isaac Ukwus. I think that Ole Miss will win this game. They're a 37-point favorite, which is what gives me belief in them.
I love how he just picked this straight up and not against the spread.
Me too.
Ole
it's
Miss.
like, look at how good our records are. 40-point favorites.
Although ULM's record is 2-8. Look how bad our record is.
Yeah, they
Coastal Army.
Coastal only a 4-point favorite here. Army coming off, I think, a decent stretch of football. They've won 2 in a row. They beat Air Force and Holy Cross. Holy Cross. Sneaky good FCS team.
Holy Cross.
I'll say Coastal, but I'm a little worried in this one.
You did take Army, I believe, to beat Coastal last year, and it didn't come through.
Yeah, Coastal's a scrappy group.
I'm going to give it to Coastal as well here. This would be a good spot for me to fade you and go Army and try to get a game back, but I don't want to lose a game, and I think this is a game that is very much in the balance. Southern Miss, Mississippi State. Mississippi State, 14-point favorites after firing their coach. They take on an abysmal Southern Miss team out of Starkville, Mississippi.
They'll have Jamie Chadwell soon enough, Photoshop or not. They'll they'll get him. I would honestly not have been surprised if that was real. It's not real, but it would have been pretty cool.
It's a real bummer that it's not real.
It's one that was like believable enough that he'd be like doing that. Yeah. Anyway, I like Mississippi State to win this one, and they'll get Jamie Chadwell soon.
Yep, I agree. Texas State, Arkansas State. Texas State, a 3.5-point road favorite against the Fighting. Crap, what's his name? Butch Jones?
Yeah.
The Fighting Butch Jones is. I'm going to go Arkansas State here.
I'll go Texas State. I'm not ready to live in a world where the Arkansas State of the first 2 weeks of the year becomes bowl eligible.
The Red Wolves. I know you forgot their mascot there.
What did I say?
You said You said the Arkansas State after the first.
I wasn't even thinking of a mascot. I don't know why I said the.
Well, Arkansas State, they're 5-5, fighting for bowl eligibility. Texas State, after a fantastic start, has really faded. Not faded. They're a lot better.
They're chokers. They've faded.
They're a lot better than
them.
Okay, all right.
I want to put it out there that they were getting all this hype, and they're like, oh, GJ Kinney, like, are they elite? No. Now they're barely favored against Arkansas State. The Red Wolves.
All right, Louisiana, Troy. I'm taking Troy.
Troy. The West kind of sucks. Like, not to be rude to the West, but like Troy's got some of these games, and it's like, wow, look at how well they're playing, and they are. Troy's very good, but oh my God, the West is garbage.
Texas State, Arkansas State, they're Miss. That's terrible. Like that's
bad.
That's free wins. Over on the East, you got Marshall, South Alabama, ODU, Georgia Southern, Georgia State, Appalachian. Like everyone in the East could win the West. What?
I heard of South Alabama in there.
Yeah, I did. I snuck them in there.
They're a East team.
Oh, my bad.
That's the thing though. Troy and South Alabama play like East teams. They should just go to the East.
Imagine how bad the West would be. Here's my take. Any team in the East would win the West.
Troy's better than. I love that take.
Let's get the Troy boys on here. And yeah.
That's a good take. We got to talk to the Troy boys soon about their thoughts if they want a rematch.
Yeah. Was it Gary emailed us and gave us that idea? That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah.
Marshall, South Alabama, 2 East teams meet.
2 East teams. I like South Alabama here. Favored by like 10, which doesn't make sense to me. But
does Marshall suck?
They won last week, but yes. Yeah, Marshall sucks.
I'm going to go South Alabama too because I was looking at quarterback numbers when I was kind of researching how good Joey Aguilar was. Cam Fancher's very bad. I don't think this is
Yeah.
I don't think this is an indictment on Huff's coaching ability. I think this is an indictment on the fact that they have Cam Fancher starting.
I think they benched him.
They had him starting for 8 of their 10 games this season.
Yeah, they beat Georgia Southern like 38-33. I want to say he was benched for that.
That would make sense. ODU, Georgia Southern a 6-point home favorite in Statesboro.
I went on Twitter and I talked a lot of trash about the Liberty Flames prior to that game against ODU. And Ricky Ronnie's group goes out there and just poops all over themselves.
Ricky Rain would be such a better name.
Well, maybe we call them that until they make a bowl game, until they become bowl eligible.
I like that. Okay, Ricky Rain's group.
Yeah, Ricky Rain's group. I'm picking Georgia Southern mostly out of spite.
I'm picking Georgia Southern because they are the better football team.
That's fair.
I think ODU has flashes. I just don't think they have the talent to play a full 60 minutes.
No.
They have Jason Henderson, who, if I'm not mistaken, is on pace for 5,000 tackles this year.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no way that ODU's offense can keep up with Georgia Southern. Sorry, I was reading a comment on
Troy boys are bitter about losing to JMU. Probably.
Georgia State, LSU. Troy, it's hard to get to Troy, Alabama when you wake up in Troy, Alabama. Georgia State, LSU. Sean Elliott, after the JMU game, said his team was never going to play like that again. Little did he know that 1 week later, in the same place, they would play that way again and would get blown out by App State after your boy went on an Iowa radio show and praised Georgia State.
The same score, right?
It wasn't good. It was
42-14 again.
It was really bad. And now they play LSU.
Frauds.
This is a Georgia State team that got bowl eligibility and then is going to be outscored by a combined 150 points over the next 3 weeks.
So bad. Jane Daniels going to like throw for 400 yards and run for another 400. Never going to happen again. That'll never happen to my team again, except for literally 7 days later by the exact same score.
And then 14 days later. Heck, Vad Lee's record of 250 and 250 is in jeopardy in this game.
He did something crazy last week at like 300 passing and 200 rushing or something absurd. He's good.
That didn't break the record, though. That didn't break the Vad Lee record, baby. All right. That's this week's Sunbelt Weekly Pick'em.